This one is coming from Am I the Asshole? It was posted 6 days ago. I like this one. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my girlfriend's plane ticket after she decided to stay longer on her trip without me? So here's the deal. My 28 male girlfriend, 27 female of 2 years, and I planned a 2-week vacation in Italy.
Oh.
She's Italian. She loves Italy.
Getting married
Side note,
in Italy.
we are. Coming up. I paid for the flights, the hotels, and everything because I make more than she does, and I wanted it to be a stress-free trip for both of us. Everything was great until the last day when she tells me she wants to stay longer to find herself and think about our relationship without me. She didn't discuss this with me beforehand, and it completely blindsided me. I was hurt, and I told her that if she feels she needs time alone, then she should also be independent financially during this extension of her trip.
Yep.
I said I wouldn't be paying for her new return ticket whenever she decides to come back. Now she's upset, calling me unsupportive and selfish, and some of our friends are saying I'm being an a-hole because I left her stranded in a foreign country without financial help. So Reddit, am I the asshole refusing to pay for her new plane ticket home after she chose to extend her trip without any heads up?
No, and you didn't leave her stranded.
No, she still has a plane ticket. She still has a flight home. So she's choosing to leave herself stranded when she's financially not able to do it. So
Yeah, literally, that's your choice, girl. The entitlement.
Listen, you do what you want to do, but you got to pay for it.
100%. That's reasonable. And honestly, I would have even been pissed off even if she didn't ask me to pay for it. I'd be like, why do you want to stay in Italy without me?
To think about our relationship without me. So, like, you want to break up? Is that what you're telling me? Like, what
that's freaking weird.
What is happening?
Like, you went there together. You had a couple's trip together, and then you want to stay behind without your partner?
Yeah.
I can understand going to Italy by yourself, maybe if you want to do a solo trip or a girl's trip or whatever.
Yep.
But you went with your partner, and then you're like, oh, actually, can you head back and while I stay here and enjoy?
Can you pay for my flight so I can come home in 2 more weeks or 1 week later?
That's wild.
Because I have no money. But, like, buddy, he paid for the whole trip, so you don't have any money at all? Are you saying that he says he makes more than her, but are you saying she doesn't make anything?
Yeah, literally.
You make nothing?
Yeah. And if you don't make anything, don't stay in Italy.
Yeah. He's not blocking you from doing anything.
Yeah.
He's already paid for your flight home. You want to do a different flight home? That's on you.
That's crazy. And her friends who are like enabling this, supporting this. That's...
Yeah. You're an asshole. You're not financially supporting your girlfriend. But she's not even your wife. Girlfriend.
Yeah.
There's an update.
Oh, tell us.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Thank you all for the people who responded, especially the early ones who gave some outside verification of me probably not being an asshole. I don't feel comfortable saying I'm completely blameless here because you're only getting one side of the story and I need to take responsibility for my part in this whole thing, such as it is. But I guess I never realized how good my girlfriend was at making me feel like unreasonable shit was normal and rational and that I was the crazy one. So here's the update. We're both back in America now, and she's packing her shit to go stay with her family for a bit until she can find a new place. Soon after I posted, it was time to go to the airport. So I did, without her. I'm one of those people who arrives really early because I never think I'm going to get to the gate in time because everything that could go wrong probably will go wrong, even though it never does. Especially with how I was feeling with my luck going, I didn't want to push it. That's Teresa.
That's me.
That's Teresa. And I'm always like, I don't need to go 3 hours early. We're always waiting for an hour and a half. And I'm on my computer doing computer work. But you know what? If it makes you feel fine, I'll edit some videos while I'm waiting. So that's fine with me. I don't like it, but whatever.
It's anxiety.
Yeah, that's okay. No problem. I'll support you in that. Let's get there early. I was there for about an hour by myself, mulling things over and talking to my mom. I looked at a couple responses to this post, but I didn't trust that I wouldn't lose it if I started responding, and I definitely didn't want to burst into tears while I was in the airport. As I was talking to my mom, guess who shows up? My girlfriend. I guess she thought I was bluffing, but had a very rude awakening when the hotel staff kicked her out of the room because I only paid through that day. I took no small amount of satisfaction in this, not gonna lie. She'd been so concerned about the plane ticket that she didn't even stop to think about where she was going to stay. As many of you guessed, she met someone while we were in Italy. She was quick to tell me that it was just a physical attraction and that they hadn't done anything. But she has his social media handles and was wanting to see if it would go anywhere. I guess that's what I get for not feeling well and wanting to stay in one night while she went out to explore. Obviously, I told her things were over between us. Even though she tried to make it sound like nothing had happened, the fact was, A, I couldn't feel like I could trust her when she said that, and B, I don't really want to be with someone who feels like it's okay to keep her options open when she's in a monogamous relationship for the past 2 years. The flight home was very awkward as fuck, and she tried really hard to give another pitch on why we should stay together on the drive home from the airport. I think as we got closer to home, reality started to set in, and she realized she'd just thrown away a lot. So yeah, I'm jet lagged and physically and emotionally exhausted and just kind of numb at this point. Finally, I didn't see all the comments as there are about 2.5 thousand of them at this time, but to the few that were downvoted into oblivion who said this was fake because I haven't updated in several hours, fuck you. I was looking for reasonable dissenting opinions that might have helped me make sense of this situation, and you accused me of making this up for random internet points? Believe it or not, my priority was not to tell a bunch of strangers on the internet how my world was falling apart around me. I know it's easy to think that these people aren't real and their struggles are meaningless because screens divide us, but ironically, you're the assholes.
No, that's so true. And I just want to say, a lot of people like comment on our stuff saying this is fake, it's a fake story. But there are some crazy fucking people in the world.
Yeah.
Like, the shit happens. Like, I believe most of these stories.
I do too. And I'll be first to admit, like, okay, sometimes some of them are fake and whatever. It's still a good story, good read. But majority of these stories are real. Like, these are people's real stories that are coming in. This isn't like a blog account where we're going to continue to give you stories so you come back and read. Like, not a lot of people are going to go through the effort to log in, create an account, create all of that stuff just to make something up and have a one-off account. Like, I can understand if you have like an account dedicated to like fiction stories and like that's your niche and you're trying to build that following. But like, why would you waste your time to come on and just tell one story for clout and then have a different account? Like, that makes no sense. So
yeah, exactly.
I like to believe that most of these stories are going to be legit.
Yeah. But back to the story. That's insane. I didn't even think about her meeting someone there. That's smart that people thought that.
Yeah, that's a big twist.
That is a huge twist.
Poor buddy got food sick or something one night and just decided to go out, and she's like, peace out, I'm gonna go explore, and met some dude at a club and got his Instagram and stuff. It's like, no, you didn't want to stay behind and think about us. You wanted to stay behind and see if it would go anywhere with this other person
on your boyfriend's account. Like, that's insane.
On his dime. Yeah.
Bro,
that's wild.
She's crazy.
That's certainly breakup worthy.
She's a gold digger.
Yeah, it seems like it, or worse.
Okay. Also, the point where she says she didn't even think about her stay. Like, it seems like she's always had stuff done for her,
given to her,
stuff paid for her, stuff given to her. Like, she's never had to be an adult for herself.
No, like, she had that whole trip. Yeah. He paid for it,
and that alone should be a good enough reason to break up with someone.
Yeah.
Nip it in the butt. Done. Like,
this dude saved himself.
Yeah.
2 years. That's it. That's a small price to pay.
Wow. 2 years.
Lesson learned.
I was gonna ask how long.
Yeah, so 2 years.
That's kind of a long time for that.
Top comment. Wow. Not the asshole. She can find herself on her own dime. That's reasonable and fair.
Yeah.
Quoting. Now she's upset, calling me unsupportive and selfish. And some of her friends are saying I'm being an asshole because I left her stranded in a foreign country without financial help. You have been supported and unselfish. You didn't complain or become difficult. You respected her decision to stay and to find herself. Supportive does not necessarily mean you have to pay for her choices. And no, you didn't strand her in a foreign country without financial help. It was her decision to stay behind. All you did was respect her decision. However, it is not your obligation to fund her decision.
Yep.
She's a grown woman, which means she's responsible for her choices and her financial independence. You invited her on a couples trip. Well, the couples trip is over. She decided to stay on her own. That's no longer part of the deal. She has every right to stay behind, but she also has the right to pay for that out of her own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Has she been this manipulated before? Question mark. That's a red flag.
100%.
Yeah.
Does it say their age?
Yeah, he's 28, she's 27.
That's old.
27's old to
enough.
not have your financial independence.
Yeah. That's embarrassing for her.
A little bit.
Wow. Great update.
That was a good update.
He dodged a bullet.
Yeah. Whew. Man, wild one. Italy. I wonder where in Italy they were. I'm not going to say this again because, like I said, we've seen some huge, like tripling Spotify downloads in the last couple of days.
So we have new.
I know we have some new listeners because our episodes were doing about 1,300 downloads in the first week, and one of them went to like 6,000, and the next one went to like 5,000. So I know we have a lot of new listeners. So thank you guys so much. But Teresa and I are engaged, and she's Italian, so we are planning an Italian villa getaway wedding for May 2025. So when we're going to Italy in July,
We are.
But anytime we hear Italy, we're like, Italy. We're going to see Taylor Swift in Italy in July.
Yep.
Because Teresa got those Eras tourist tickets before Taylor announced that she was actually coming to Canada. Teresa thought she wasn't going to come to Canada, and I was like, well, why don't you go to where she's going, where she has.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, tried to get tickets to a couple other places. I think
Yeah.
Italy was like the third try or something.
Italy was the fourth. I didn't even get a code for Italy.
Yeah.
I got a code for Spain, Paris, and one of the Nordic ones.
I don't know. It'll more of the story. Teresa tried hard.
Yeah, I tried
And
really
she
hard.
got the tickets.
And then eventually,
And then like a month or two after she bought the tickets, Taylor's like, we're coming to Toronto.
and I got tickets for that too.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. I'm so thankful because like so many people didn't get tickets for Toronto, but I couldn't not try. And I'm obviously going to go. Like I would love to see her twice, obviously. So I'm sorry to those who didn't get tickets, but.
And luckily enough, Teresa's mom and sister volunteered to go for the Toronto show, so I don't have to go twice.
I wish I had Swiftie friends.
The Tortured Poets Department came out a couple days ago.
Yes.
And Teresa has been listening to it non-stop.
We don't have to bore people with it, but
if you guys are Swifties,
let me know in the comments.
Send us a DM. Let us know in the comments.
We could chat.
Teresa wants to chat. She'll connect with you guys. She'll chat.
Yes, I can talk about Taylor Swift all day, all night.
She listens to Taylor Swift all day, all night. Teresa's favorite thing to do in the afternoon, like if I go play like Call of Duty, like at the end of the night, I'll usually play like an hour or something like that, a little bit of COD, play some Warzone. Teresa will sit on the couch. She'll have Taylor Swift playing on the TV, and then she'll be going through like the Instagram and the TikTok comments, or she'll be like watching TikToks about Taylor Swift on her phone. That's like not watching a show or anything. No, Taylor Swift playing, and she's on her phone going through like our analytics or comments or just Taylor Swift videos.
Yeah, Eras Tour. To be specific, on the TV.
Specific. Well, inside joke for me. If you know, you know. If you don't, maybe go back and watch some old episodes. All right, Teresa, let's get into the next story.
Okay. I'm going to take a sip of water.
I'm going to take a sip of this Cottage Springs Punched Up. This Punched Up one, if you like it to taste a little bit more like vodka, this one hits a little bit harder. The Lemonades one, where I think a little bit more sweet, a little sugary. This one's 0 sugar. So this one definitely tastes a little bit more like vodka. I still like it though. It's really good.